to Viewer Response Line at 733-0022.
The opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Rogers Ottawa or Rogers Community 22, but those of the participants involved.
Woo! Woo! BC Lions! BC! Woo! Oh! BC Lions! Woo! Woo! BC Lions! Oh, Baltimore's down! BC's up! Whoa! Baltimore's down! And BC's up! Baltimore's down and BC... Come on. This is the Tom Green Show. It's not the Green Tom Show. This is my favorite show because it is my show. If this was your show, you'd probably like it more than I did. That's just because it was your show, but it's not your show. It's the Tom Green Show. 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 Hi, welcome to our Halloween show. This is the Tom Green Show. I'm Tom Green. This is Glenn Humplick. We're having a Halloween show today. Does anyone know any Halloween songs? Do any of you know any Halloween songs in the audience? We have a great studio audience today here on the show. So, Glenn? What? How's it going? Oh, very good. Yeah. When was the last time you had a Halloween?
Long time ago. My parents
Have a seat there.
Well,
have a seat. Let's both have a seat. Let's both have a seat now that the show's starting. Okay? How about we both sit down now that the show's starting? When was the last time you had a Halloween, Glenn? When was the last time you went out for Halloween?
Years ago.
Actually, I brought you some jujubes as well. 79 cents worth of jujubes.
Thanks, Tom.
For you. Just because, you know, I know you haven't gone out on Halloween in a long time.
My parents never let me go.
Just because I know you haven't gone out on Halloween in a long time, so I brought you a whole bunch of jujubes.
No, my parents never let me go.
No, I know. So I also brought you an apple.
Oh, thank you.
So,
Spit on it.
there we go. There we go. That's probably a better shot for our director. So on the show today we have Rebo. Rebo is here. As well, Lothar Brachman will be here with us. Lothar Brachman is a butcher, and he's going to be coming on, and we'll be doing some butchering. Fans of butchering in the audience? Butchering fans? Butchering fans? Butchering fans, basically something we do here every week. And as well, who's else on the show? Hugo, the world traveler. Gaetan, the poetry shovel, I think might be on here. Anyone else? Anyone else? Yes, there is. Mike Artelle is on the show as well.
Oh, that's right.
Puppeteer.
Puppeteer.
Puppeteer, for people who enjoy puppets.
Mm-hmm.
You like puppets.
I like puppets.
This is the kind of day I'm having, okay?
Okay.
This is the kind of day.
Tom, Glenn, this is God. I want you guys to saw your desk.
Oh, really?
What was that?
I don't know. God's starting to sound a lot like you, though. With the reverb on the voice.
What was it?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Let's just flow with it. Okay. Well.
Take that corner out. That corner?
No. Okay.
That corner.
Okay.
hold on. Your salad.
Did you see him, saw? Did you see him, saw? So what are we going to do with this? I think we should glue it on the front and paint it a nice color. Now, during the week, sometime. We'll come in on Wednesday. And we'll glue it to the front and we'll paint it.
A little color to it.
I have this image of a clay hand coming up from the sort of like art, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of like an artistry work.
Interesting. Yeah.
You do a little artistry work.
A little bit.
Yeah.
This thing's been looking kind of lame lately.
Have you ever done any work with clay?
Not lately, no.
No. He's a pretty cool guy. He showed me how to. Silly thing. Oh, look at this blatant endorsement. So, yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, today, I was at home and my microwave made a really loud sound. Okay, I put in. I was heating up a sandwich. Okay.
Okay.
It was $1.79 for the sandwich. It was a ham sandwich, and I had a piece of apple strudel, and I put it in the microwave. For I think I programmed 35 seconds in the microwave. Okay. And apparently, what happened was it made a loud sound. It went "Gah!" like that, just made a "Gah!" like that, a loud sort of a banging sort of.
You got scared?
It was an electronic kind of banging, though. It wasn't there wasn't anything moving. It was just an electronic sort of static kind of thing.
You must have got scared.
I got scared. Exactly. That's exactly what happened. Yeah. I got frightened. So I sort of went out of the room. I hit stop right away. I hit stop on the microwave, and I went out of the room. Okay. It's just a weird moment in my day. That's the only reason I'm telling you this is because it's a weird moment in my day.
Microwave exploding.
It didn't explode. It just went like that. You know, really loud sort of clapping sound, like someone was clapping in it, as if there was someone clapping in the microwave. Okay, so I went out of the room, and then I said, okay, is this thing going to blow? And I went back in the room, and I opened it up, and there was no smoke. I thought maybe there'd be electronic sort of fizzling smoke coming out. There was no smoke. And so I was in a dilemma now. A dilemma, okay?
You're scared.
Yeah, I was scared. I wanted to heat up my sandwich still. You see, the dilemma I was in is I still wanted to heat up my sandwich. And it had only been being heated now for, I guess, about 3 seconds before the sound. So the dilemma was cold sandwich or possibility of electric shock. So So anyways, I program in 35 more seconds.
Two choices.
I program. I'm not even sure if the sound came from the microwave. It may have come from behind the microwave. Okay. So I program another 35 seconds.
What the hell?
Well, you don't know my house. There's a lot of stuff living behind my microwave, actually. Yeah. So you hit start, okay? Okay. I hit start, and then I walked out. I walked out to the other room. There's a little, the little doorway in my house? Yeah. And a little doorway, and I was letting it heat, okay? I was letting it heat.
So you're hiding behind your...
I'm hiding behind the doorway playing peekaboo with my microwave oven for 35 seconds. That's the whole story right there. That's it. That's completely it. But I just wanted you to know that I did play. Yeah, so on the show today, again, Lothar Brachman's going to be with us in a minute. But first of all, we are going down to Imperial Pizza. Imperial Pizza is where we were, and we're going to go down there. So stay tuned for that.
Hi, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Hello, boys. May I help you? What can I do for you?
I just think I'll have the usual again today.
The usual today?
Yeah.
Again? Okay. Here we go. How's that? Does it look good?
Oh, it's great.
All right.
All right.
That would be $2, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks again, George.
Thank you very much.
Best tinfoil helmets in town.
You want to believe it. Thank you very much.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay?
Security, change the blind guy. What are you guys doing?
What the hell you doing, man? What the hell you doing, man? What the hell you doing, man? Man. What the hell you doing, man? What the hell you doing, man?
Relax. Bicycle? Bicycle? Is that where
Rock on, buddy. Rock on. Hey, one more hand on her and I'll break your head. One more hand on her and I'll break your head. One more hand on her and I'll break your head.
Yeah, so anyways, again today, this is by the way, Lothar Brachman, everyone is here with us. And okay, now what happened to me? You know what happened to me today? I'm training for the '96 Olympics in Atlanta for parallel bars, and I was on the bars. I was kind of on the bars like this. They aren't actually bars. It was actually a chair at school. Okay, but it had two arms on the chair, and I was trying to go into a handstand, and I fell on my face, and I nearly broke my nose. And there's a little bit of. Do you see a little bit of cut on your spine? Yeah. Okay, so how are you doing, Lothar?
Very good. Thank you very much for asking.
Great to have you on here. You've been a butcher for quite a while, then. You've been
since '68.
You've been involved in butchery for quite a while.
That's right. '68. I started over in Germany, and 3-year training program. And then afterwards, you're going to go into the real world, and then you learn how to do the real thing.
So we're going to be butchering a chicken today. You call it butchering, or
no? We're cutting it up. Butchering, it's well, it's a rough way of putting it.
Yeah, we're not really butchering the chicken.
No, that's right. Cutting it up. That's a better term for it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So and I guess we can. Do you want to start doing that right now, or do you want to do that? Let's do it right now. Let's start cutting the chicken because we don't. Yeah. Where's the chicken? Where's the chicken? Now, is cutting a chicken, is that different than cutting normal meat, like other kinds of meat?
Well, it's pretty well the same thing. It's just poultry. In this case, you're just going to have to worry about contamination, the salmonella. Otherwise, you're going to work on beef or pork. It's pretty well all the same.
Okay. Well, I think our band is going to, you guys, let's have some chicken music. Let's have some chicken music, how about? And bring out the chickens.
Dance.
Bring on the chickens. Yeah, just give us some chicken music.
Should I remove the mic call?
All right. Thanks. Okay, let's cut this up then. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, we're cutting up the chicken then. Is that what's going on?
That's right.
Yeah. This is Jeanette, by the way. We'll introduce her again just for sake of... Jeanette, what about the band?
What? Oh, we were supposed to go to the band first and do a segment. But you went to chicken first, so...
Oh, I see. Has it been 3 minutes already with Lothar?
No, because you were supposed to do Lothar for 2 minutes and then go to the band first.
Oh, gee, see, I'm messing up again.
Yeah, you're messing up again.
Okay, so then we'll go to a segment then. And then we'll come back and we'll cut the chicken.
Okay, that's
I'm sorry, Lothar.
There you go.
Okay.
See,
Another break.
Those of you who have seen the show before, you're starting to realize more and more that I'm an idiot. Okay, so let's go to a segment and we'll be back in a second. guys want some free breakfast? Would you like some free breakfast? No? Would you care for some free breakfast today?
No, thank you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, it's free. No trick. Hey, there's free breakfast over here! Is it all right?
Oh, yeah.
Not bad, eh? Good stuff. You?
That's good.
Okay. You don't want to undercook the bacon.
That's good.
Okay, I think we have some forks and knives down there. Here we go.
Oh, that's good.
Would you like some free breakfast, man? No, are you sure? Okay. What are you doing down in the market today? Pardon me?
Going around watching people.
Oh, yeah. You're watching people? Are you a stalker?
What kind of eggs are those? Oh.
Chicken.
Oh, chicken. Yeah, you want me to do that for you?
No, I can get it. What do you do? You're a student?
I'm a student, yeah. I go to Canterbury.
Oh, really? What do you do there?
I do nothing. I go there because there's lots of girls.
Missing the jam.
Oh, you bought me some jam? Did you make this? Swiss Garden Berry? Are you Swiss? Are you from Switzerland?
No, I'm not.
No?
Canada.
Would you like some free breakfast? What's your name? Asso?
I-double-S-O.
A-double-S-O. And do people kid you about that? Asso? Sounds like something else you know. Asso here doesn't want some breakfast.
This is very, very good on your bacon and eggs.
That's good. Well, everyone's getting in on it now, eh? Woo!
There you go, Bobby.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Dad.
No problem.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you.
Eat it with heart, man.
I'm Bruno Gerussi. I've got my own cooking show. One thing that always impressed me about Bruno Gerussi on the show was the fact that he could crack eggs with one hand.
That's only easy.
No, it's called an external fibia, actually. Hey, guys. Okay, what are we doing here?
Well, we got a small roaster right here.
Okay,
And we're gonna take.
it's a roaster.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna take some of the.
And we just killed this backstage as well.
Still warm.
Yeah. Still breathing.
We're gonna take the wings off. We're gonna take the wings off right here.
Okay.
And we're just gonna flip them over here. We're gonna just take the back off. Oh, there.
Wow, look at that.
And
Look at that. Has the chicken industry changed much over the...
no, it has not. I don't think so. No, they're still going to be the same. You got 2 wings, 2 legs, one breast.
No, I know the chicken hasn't really evolved. There hasn't been much genetic engineering or anything on chickens themselves. But what I meant by the industry is more just the way chickens are bought and sold. I was thinking that maybe it would have changed.
No, it's going to be just maybe going to be more centralized, that you're going to get everything from a bigger plant and shipped out to the individual companies now.
Oh, chickens come from plants. I didn't realize that.
Instead from eggs. Well, you never know.
So no, I just thought maybe after, for instance, after McDonald's began selling chicken nuggets in the early '80s, did they butchers and meat shops began selling less chicken because of that? Do you think?
I don't think so. I don't think so. It doesn't make any effect at all. I don't think so.
Or maybe in the mid '80s when the chicken dance became popular.
Maybe that's when it happened. That's possible. Yeah.
That probably injected some venom into the chicken industry, I bet.
Okay.
So what are we doing here? How are we cutting these things here?
Well, we're going to have 2 drumsticks.
Okay.
We're going to have our wings already separated right here.
Mm-hmm.
We got the back off already. Mm-hmm. Now we're just going to remove the main breastbone here.
Okay. And you've just done this quite quickly too. Quite quickly.
Quite quickly.
Do you consider yourself a quick butcher?
Fast, quick. Yeah.
You work with other butchers, I guess, as well.
Correct. Yeah.
You have races sometimes?
No, because many times if you're going to do it too quick, the job will be not done to perfection, and many times you're going to maybe have an injury possibility there.
Cut yourself.
Cut yourself, yeah.
Have you ever cut yourself badly?
Once or twice, maybe 3 times. So now we got.
Don't want to demonstrate that right now, though, do you?
Okay. See, usually we also have a safety glove on.
Okay. Yeah.
Like compensation board, usually they like to really follow up on that. 3-finger gloves or 5-finger gloves.
Yeah.
They definitely would come in handy.
3-finger gloves. That's for butchers who have cut off 2 fingers already.
That's right. Yeah. good one. No.
Okay, well, it looks like I'm getting my cue here to wrap it up. Thanks a lot for coming on here and doing this.
No problem at all.
Look at all this meat. Look at all this meat. What are we going to do with it all? How should I prepare this?
Well, I think we have a frying pan in the back, and maybe you can...
we can serve some. How many people in the audience you want some meat? Courtesy of Lothar Brachman. Okay, now I guess we're going to be going down to CHUO 89.1 FM, where you may or may not have heard the Midnight Caller show, which airs every Friday from midnight till 2, and tomorrow night from midnight till 2. So we're going to go to that segment now.
I understand for you, I mean, and some people like it's a must.
What about, say, someone who couldn't speak, say a mute, for instance, okay?
Okay.
His answering machine, or her, answering machine, would enable them to find out who's calling them. Because every time they picked up the phone as a mute, if they were to pick up the phone, all they would be able to say would be, With the answering machine, they can just let that do all the work. Of course, recording the message would be difficult for a mute, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but they can't...
It would basically just be, beep, it would be basically something like that.
Yeah, but if they get a message on the answering machine,
but that would still work, though. I mean, society knows how answering machines work. At first it used to be leave your message at the beep, after the beep, not before the beep, because a lot of people sometimes jump the gun and start before, after the beep, and we'll call you back. But now a lot of people know answering machines, and if you did call a mute's house and you had and then a beep, you probably would know to leave the message after the beep anyways. But I unplugged my phone, and because of my answering machine, that still enables me to know who was trying to get in touch with me, so I can call them back the next day during the waking hours of my day, the woken hours of my day. Woken. The sign says no smoking,
Yeah, I know. I understand people that really need it, but just people that...
I'm not joking. The sign says no smoking.
There's just people that get lazy and they said, just get an answering machine for absolutely nothing. They waste money, I guess.
Yeah.
It's I understand for you. I mean, and some people it's a must.
Hey, thanks for calling.
No problem.
Okay.
Brush your teeth. You don't forget, dental hygiene is very important. I just added that. There we go.
All right, thanks for calling. How are you doing? Okay, so what we're doing is we're giving away some tickets to Moist tickets for people who want to phone in.
Moist tickets.
Moist tickets. They've been sitting in the washroom on the counter. We left them out on the counter. Moist tickets. And they're complimentary. It says right on them. If you want, I believe we're giving it to our 75th caller. So sometime next month after the Moist is rolled through town.
This is a letter from Derek Harvey. Oh, Derek Harvey. Oh, Derek Harvey.
See what that means is... Oh, actually, can you run and get the picture of Derek while I do this? Run and get the picture. I forgot to... Run it. Okay. I got to get a picture. It's on Ray's desk. Actually, you can't get it. Anyway, if someone can get the picture of Derek, we can do that in a second. It's on Ray's desk.
So the Moist tickets.
Or near Ray's desk. It's in an Ilford film package. 247-4533 is the number to call here. 247-4533 is the number. And our 75th caller gets... No. Let's say our 10th caller gets Moist tickets. Let's say our 10th caller. That might be possible.
So let's talk about Derek.
So we talked about Derek. If someone can get Derek's picture for me, Melissa maybe should get it. I totally forgot about it. Derek's in Toronto. He wrote me this letter yesterday. I thought it was kind of funny.
Derek's a good friend of yours.
Yes, I thought it was kind of funny. Humorous little letter. So I thought I'd bring it in and read it to you. Hey, Tom, how are things in Ottawa? I'm writing to tell you about my new Chinese roommate, Paul. He's a foreign exchange student from Hong Kong. Yes, I'm living with a man whose race accounts for nearly 1/4 of the population of mankind. I'm spending so much time with him that I've lost the confidence that most of us take for granted, that security we depend on, that while we communicate with each other, the person talking assumes the listener understands the conversation. The odd time when Paul and I understand each other is considered a joke and we laugh together because we're so happy to have successfully communicated. Imagine a 35-minute conversation where I'm trying to tell him that the thermostat in his room controls the heat in my room, and because of this, I'm too cold at night. When he finally understands what I'm saying, thanks mainly to charades, he turns it down. I say, ah, then pretend to shiver. Then we look at each other and say, no more. We have 7 Chinese friends. They come over sometimes. Some can't speak English, but they're friends anyways. Sometimes when we're watching a movie at my house, they start giggling and look at me. The big, dumb Canadian. Dreaming of once again running my fingers through the hair on your face, Derek. Anyways, that's the letter. Who cares?
I miss Derek.
I miss Derek too. I miss him a lot. We had his picture here. I forgot to bring it out. You know that?
So we'll be featuring that every week, maybe?
Yeah, I forgot to bring the picture out.
He's a cutie.
So, anyways, let's go see what's in our audience right now.
Okay.
What's in our audience right now? No, I meant to say something else. By the way, if you want to be a member of the studio audience, you can call 733-0023, 733-0023, business hours, Monday to Friday. Hi, how you doing? Hi. What's your name?
Louis.
Hi, Louis. How are you today, Louis?
Pretty good, you?
Oh, pretty good. How are you today?
Not too good.
Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. What's your name?
How you doing, Tom?
Oh, wow.
Very
Hi.
nice to see you again. I guess I don't have to introduce myself, huh?
Well,
Tony Marinara.
Okay, nice.
Sunshine Boy, 1982. What, you didn't watch?
I recall. Maybe I slightly recall, possibly.
Listen.
It's possible I have a slight recollection of that.
Okay, well, slight as it may be, Tom, I got to talk to you. Is that okay?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay, you know Glenn. Well, Glenn and I were both exotic dancers in Vanya. You probably knew that already, right?
I'd heard about that, yeah.
Well, Glenn informed me that you are single now. Is that true, Tom?
Apparently, yeah. I believe so, yes.
Well, then isn't it a damn good thing you ran into me, huh?
Well, the hair on the chest and the
tooth.
The
It's a
tooth,
tooth,
yeah.
Tom.
I don't like hairy chests.
Oh, well, maybe I'll wax it for you later. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, Tom, the whole reason I
have a hairy chest.
Do you have a hairy chest? I'd love to see that someday.
Okay, well,
Not now, but someday.
maybe we'll get a chance to do that as well.
The reason I'm here, Tom, is to tell you about an exciting new product. Can I show that to you, Tom? Do you mind?
Oh, yeah, I'd love.
Excellent. I'm going to show you the Tony Marinara guaranteed way to pick up single female women video. Okay? I am Tony Marinara. You are Tom Green.
Female women.
Female women as opposed to male women, yes. All right, Tom. Now, tell me something. Where do you meet women?
At school, maybe working.
Wrong, Tom. Wrong. Let me just say one word to you. Cruising bar.
Well, I don't really like going.
You don't like going to cruising bars,
I don't
Tom?
really like going to cruising bars. Well, sometimes I like cruising.
Freak. Oh, that'd be Glenn. Right. Okay. Well, listen, Tom. I want to show you the guaranteed way, the Tony Marinara guaranteed way to pick up single female women. Okay. I'd like to show you how to do that.
Okay, great. I'd appreciate that.
Okay. Well, let's try it out. Can we have a female? How about your floor director here? You mind? Because she's all right. She's she's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Sarah.
Sarah. Can we use Sarah?
Sure.
Sarah, why don't you have a seat there, okay? All right, now, Tom, you see Sarah, okay? She's in a bar. You see her. You come up to her. Show me your stuff.
So
what do you do?
I'm visualizing right now.
Well, you don't have to. She's right here. You just go up and say something to her.
No, but we're in a bar right now.
That's right. Make bar noises. Folks.
Hi, how are you? Hi.
That was bad, Tom. That was so bad. Look at her face. Now, let me show you, all right?
I'm kind of on the spot here. I wasn't...
Stand back now. I'm going to show you the Tony Marinara way to pick up single female women. Okay, here we go.
Shot on Betacam SP, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Body language. Everything.
Okay.
Hi. I noticed you're sitting here all alone. You must be a loser, and I'm a loser. So what do you say we get lost together? Okay, it doesn't always work, Tom. It doesn't always work, but you can learn a lot from the Tony Marinara guaranteed way to pick up females.
Maybe it's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game,
try it
basically.
100 times.
200 times, 300 times, but by the end of it, somebody is going to say something. Thanks very much for your time, Tom.
I appreciate the trips.
Tony
the tips,
Marinara.
All right, so let's go back over here where we have, oh, careful there. Okay, come on. Let's go back over here. We have Hugo. Hugo, as I said at the beginning of the show, Hugo, by the way, is a world traveler. Hugo, everyone. Thanks a lot for coming on. Hugo, you've been to all parts of the world?
Yeah.
East, west, north, south?
Well, among the entire planet, I can say.
Yeah. Where are some of the places you've been?
Well, since when I was 12, I'm from Quebec originally.
Okay.
I was living in Quebec since I was 12, but then I moved on to Syria.
Syria?
Syria, okay. Damascus.
Okay.
I've been to Syria, and I've been there. I was all alone. I've been to the school. I mean, I was with my parents.
Well, that's how we met at Algonquin College, where I go to school and you go to school.
Yeah, no. Let's go. And I was going to school. I was all alone. I didn't knew anyone. Everyone for me was a stranger. So I was like all of us. I was like everyone else. Like usual.
So you're
people.
very good at. Obviously, you're in places as a world traveler. Sometimes you'll find yourself in lonely situations.
Yes, I was lonely. I used to meet
especially when you're
people.
traveling alone.
No, listen. I used to be all alone, and I started to meet people.
Especially when you're traveling alone.
Listen, I used to accost people. I met people.
Is it harder to meet people in Ottawa than in other parts of the world, or is it easier to? What are people like in Ottawa compared to other parts of the world? That's why I want you on here, because we're talking about Ottawa people. Because you were telling me about Ottawa people the other day.
Up here, Ottawa people, we cannot. Because I used to accost people. When I try to meet somebody from Ottawa.
Yeah.
For instance, I ask a girl. I like to ask to the girl.
Yeah.
I asked a girl, hey lady, for instance, what time? Or hey lady, have you seen the 95 passing by lately?
The 95 bus.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the 95 passing by lately? She looked at me, but I have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
No, I said.
So she automatically assumed that you were. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just wanted to know when the bus was coming.
Yeah, and she get cocky, as I can say.
That's probably because of the kind of guy you are. You give that impression that you're sort of like.
Because
sort of like
I'm
Tony.
a stranger, but I used to being a stranger and being surrounded by a stranger.
Okay, well, we'll be right back, Hugo, okay? We're going to have a look at something that we talked to a couple out in the street who had met in Ottawa. Okay, here we go. Let's see that. What's that?
You want us to be on TV?
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Is there something you wanted to do on TV?
Well, no, I just thought maybe you needed extras. Like, to walk in the background or something.
Okay, actually, we needed some people to play the dead people.
Oh, do you want to be a dead person?
Yeah, just lie down there on the ground and don't move for 15 minutes. No?
It's kind of yucky.
Just lie down on the ground, don't move for 15, 20 minutes.
Do you have a sheet to go on the ground?
Well, no. No sheet. Just lie down on the ground there.
What's the purpose of your expedition?
You guys stopped and started talking to me. I was, Oh, there's no purpose, no. No. We're just going home.
Home video? Doing a home video?
Yeah. No, we're just going home.
What's it for?
What's what for?
This.
What's this?
Your microphone, your bright light.
The microphone records the audio. The light allows the camera to get a sufficient picture.
What are you doing? What are you taking a picture of?
What's that? Taking a picture of you and your lover and myself.
He's not my lover.
Oh no, you guys aren't lovers?
No.
Oh, you'd look like you'd make a good couple though.
I'm just kidding.
Are you brother and sister?
No.
Oh, you are lovers.
No.
Oh, you're not lovers.
No, we're just.
But you're all hugging now.
Well, you know, we're good friends.
Yeah.
We've known each other for a long time. We both go to school here at Carleton.
Oh, yeah. Now you're all touchy-touchy now, eh?
Well, we're doing
as soon as I say lovers, you're all touchy-touchy. Wow, eh? Well, it looks like I've really opened...
This out. Oh,
I've opened up a can of worms here, eh? And it looks like Sean Lebrec. Congratulations to our 30th caller, won the Moist tickets. So, there's actually 30 people watching. That's neat. So how you doing? So let's see, where have you been, Hugo?
Well, when I've been this place, that 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 place, there, I've been there, 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 na, there, 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 there. That's not it. There, 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 blah, blah, there, 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 there.
Okay.
There, there, there. That's a nice place. I like that place. Beautiful.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
That. There, 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 there. There, 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 there. There, 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 there. And now new passport, I don't have place anymore.
So any more in there?
That's my new passport. I've not been to many places. I've just been there.
Great.
So that's why I used to meet people and to being a stranger. But in Ottawa, they look at me like I'm a smurf. I don't know.
You like a little salad?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, we've just recently finished something I've been working very hard on, actually. It's a documentary I've just finished working on telephones in the city of Ottawa, and it's self-explanatory. Thanks, Hugo. Just last week, someone said to me, your show, they described the show as a variety show, and I started thinking about what that meant, and I said to myself, you know, we don't really talk about variety much on the show. So what we're going to do is we've put together a few variety segments. This is the first of our variety segments that you've seen. It's on payphones. We're going to be talking about the many varieties of different kinds of payphones that you find in the city. This payphone has a sign up there that signals that there is payphones here. Not all payphones have that sign. This one is a variety, one of the many varieties of payphones. This actual payphone area has the sign. Mitsubishi sticker on here as well on this payphone. It's a variety. There's many varieties of different kinds of things that you find on payphones. For instance, there's a sticker on this payphone here, but then of course this payphone does not have that same sticker if you look closely at that. A few more payphones here. This payphone here has some scratches on the glass here, and it has a little chip on the handle as well. I'm not sure if the other one had the calling card feature as well on it. You can see someone else has written a phone number up on top here, area code 519, and it seems they just decided not to write the rest of it. We have this payphone here. The edges are sort of scratched off the paint. We have a coffee stain here on this sort of part of the phone here as well. Another coffee stain here. Were you drinking coffee in here?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So you're not responsible for this coffee stain then?
I don't have any coffee with me.
Fascist swastika, Nazi swastika here. Are you responsible for the swastika?
No, I'm not.
Or as some people say, swastika?
No.
So, another payphone right here as well. Can't get in because it's locked, I think. There's don't really seem to see any vandalism on that phone though. Now, this broken glass has nothing to do with payphones, but I just thought I should show it to you because some payphones do have glass on them, and here is some glass. There's another payphone around here, as you can see by the markings. We have a payphone inside here, so let's go have a look at some of its variety of this payphone as well. This payphone here, if you look closely, has a piece of graphite pencil written on it there, as well as there's you may notice that this payphone also has a chalkboard above it for writing notes, etc., phone numbers and messages. That's one of the things that adds to the variety of these payphones here. But the main thing I want to focus on, though, is the phones. I don't want to digress off to the blackboard. They have the scrolling LED display as well. As far though, we do have a small coffee stain here, and the graphite pencil on this one, and this one here seems relatively clean. This here has obviously nothing to do with payphones. It's Angela Lansbury on a computer, I believe on the Larry King live show. Angela Lansbury on Larry King on a computer. You see here, you can't quite read all of the sticker, although you still can see the remaining words guys and head, but you can't see what the entire phrase was. Here we have this payphone here. There's always seems to be two together, I notice. Probably for the reason if one payphone is busy, if one payphone is being used, then the other one is free for another person. Of course, at that point, usually there's probably not two people who need the phone at once, except in, I find, busy bus terminals as well as airports and shopping malls. You'll see maybe a line of 6 telephones. This phone here is also one of the older style phones. On our variety theme, we can continue. We can continue on our variety. There's a red X covering up the 25-cent symbol there. That means over the 911 symbol, there's a red X saying you don't have to pay for 911. It says so you can call 911 as much as you want. It's free. So you can see again stickers. So you can see although we have a variety of different kinds of stickers, we do have a common thread running through the payphone, a common theme running through the payphones. It tends to be stickers. It's the common theme is stickers, is basically the theme. You can see there's a lot of scuff marks on the handle of this phone, as well as the same familiar blue sheath around the wire. A blue sort of rubber sheath around the wire. See, there's some corrosion here on the inside of this thing that would hold the receiver. I'm not sure what that's called. The receiver holder, we could call it. Looking around the ground, I notice over here, especially cigarette butts. If you look here, all the cigarette butts on the ground by the phone. Part of the reason for that, possibly, for these cigarette butts here, would be because people tend to smoke when they're making phone calls. People get on the phone, they're on the phone for a long time. It tends to be a good time to have a cigarette. They get inside the booth, they get out of the wind. It's a good place to light up a cigarette. Broken piece of glass here on the ground, the base of a payphone. Probably and some more broken glass in there. See the broken glass here. Probably some of the explanation for that is much the same as for the cigarettes. People get in out of the cold. It's a good place to have a beer in the phone booth. Religious, probably much the same explanation as the cigarettes and the beer. People go in the payphone to make a call to get out of the wind, and it's a good place to worship. Here's another payphone, and there's a Coke can here. This is not set up, okay? This is not set up, okay? This is the way we found it. It's not something we set up to demonstrate a point. We have a Coca-Cola can here, as well as some scratch and win lottery tickets. The booth here is manufactured by Jaro Industries. Something new about this booth that we have not seen. Jaro Industries, Jaro. There's also the tiny hiding place for. Oh God! Oh God! Oh! 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 Some more vandalism here. We've got the marker here. A lot of vandalism on this one. I love Lynn Piper here. It's all by the phone. You can see people are by the phone. On this phone here, again, variety on phones is what we're talking about here. We have some cake that's been smeared on the wall of this payphone, as well as some cake, as well as some paint and some marker. As well, continuing our variety, you may notice that the Jaro Industries brand of payphone has a solid wall here instead of a glass wall. Have a solid wall there, a blue solid wall instead of a glass wall by the Jaro Industries payphone booth. You can see here that originally, if you have a look here at the ground of this payphone, originally this was built to hold 2 payphone booths. They have the foundation here set up. See the extra foundation here? That's not there for no reason. That is there for an extra space in case they ever wanted to expand here. They were thinking ahead. They were thinking ahead to build an extra bit of foundation here. So there would be that extra plate here for the... you have a variety of different kind of payphones here. We also have a variety of different kinds of sherry bottles as well. But tonight we're going to talk about payphones. So Mike Artelle here is a puppeteer, a local puppeteer. You've made all these as well?
Yep.
Puppet maker?
Yep. This is Gordon the Sea Monster.
Wow.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You have a puppet voice, I notice, as well.
Do I?
You have a very distinctive puppet voice. It's a friendly voice.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah. I find puppets tend to have friendly voices usually.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to say something?
I don't.
Very good.
Wow.
Hey, you know, when they called me to be on the show, I brought my shovel, because this is a gardening show, right?
Yeah.
The Tom Green show?
Yeah.
It sounds like a gardening show. See, I brought my shovel here.
Oh, that's a nice shovel.
Here you go.
That's beautiful.
So when do we do gardening? Is there any bushes or shrubbery around here?
No, it's not a gardening show, actually. It's sort of a variety show.
It's not a gardening show?
Well, I don't know what kind of show it is, actually.
Oh, well.
So how long have you been making these for, Mike?
Well, I've been performing my own puppets since 1988. And I've been interested in puppetry since 1982. I'm a humongous Muppet fan. And have a big Muppet collection at home. And
I heard you almost met Jim Henson once. You came within 30 minutes of meeting Jim
by
Henson.
a half hour. Yep.
Who also makes puppets?
Yep, he does, incidentally, yes.
Well, that must be exciting. What happened there?
That was back in around 88 when I was just starting off. In Toronto, I met Bob Statt. He's a puppeteer on... he was a background puppeteer for the Muppets. He was also Iggy the Iguana on Under the Umbrella Tree. And well, I went to a workshop to meet him. And he said that if I went about a half hour earlier, he could have brought me over to the studio where they were filming the Jim Henson Hour. Wow. And I could have met him.
Quite the opportunity. And now you've done some puppetry, some of your own puppets as well, on TV as well.
Yep. I did the TV show The Kitty Corner on McLean Hunter. I got the puppet there. That's Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Yep. Right
Member of Rebo's name is Jeremy, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Excuse Gordon the Sea Monster.
It's the only Jeremy reference I could pull up. Other than, of course, the little German bear.
Hey, how's it going?
Jeremy. Hi, how you doing?
I'm okay.
It's nice meeting you.
So this is the Tom Green show, eh? So when do we do the gardening?
What's that, sorry?
When do we do gardening?
I don't know. We aren't actually doing gardening on the show. Did someone tell you we were doing gardening on the show?
No, Gordon told me we were doing gardening.
Oh, okay.
But we're not doing gardening?
There's not supposed to be any gardening now.
Oh,
These are obviously a quality product, these puppets.
Oh, thanks.
Like these aren't like these aren't cheap puppets. Look at what's that material you make them out of?
This is just regular fabric that I get at different stores. I shop at the Bouclairs and Rockland Textile.
And you just sort of picked this up on your own, or did you take a puppet making course?
No, this is just from watching the Muppets and being interested in puppetry. Actually, this guy here, he's sewing on the sewing machine, and so he's just a regular pattern. But this guy in the line, he's oh, we got a friend back there.
Come on, for little girl. Hey, Damas Green.
How's it
going on there? You're having a puppet party or something?
Puppet. Yeah, it's a puppet party. Yeah.
A puppet party, and I wasn't invited.
No, well.
I only live next door, eh, buddy?
Yeah.
Damas, come on. You got the phone, don't you?
Do I have a phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a phone. Yeah.
Well, come on, give me a call sometimes, eh?
Okay.
So what's going on there?
There's not.
With the puppets here.
You seem to barge in right in the middle of our little talks here often, Gaetan. Is there a reason that you do that, or?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Damas.
Do you have a poem?
I'm so sorry, Damas Green, with the big show, huh? Oh, yeah. Sorry, the neighbors can't drop by every once in a while. I was just walking by, I saw a puppet party.
Gaetan, did you have a poem for us? I know you usually drop by for a poem. That's what you drop by for, is it?
Okay, you want to rush me? I give you poem.
We'll have to rush because we've already we've gone over on time as well.
Yeah, no problem, Damas. Okay. This is a story about my past, a neighbor I once had. By Gaetan, the poetry shovel. Crazy guy. No underwears, no shirt, no pants. And in the rain, he'd like to dance. Because, like tall tree or pretty flower, this is how he takes his shower. Crazy guy running through the grass naked. Police would try to catch him, but he usually make it. He was put in jail for about a week.
Gaetan, I'm going to have to cut you short, sorry. Because we've got to let Rebo play now.
¿Qué pasa? What the fuck?
Sorry about that.
Yep.
Okay, Rebo is... Rebo, take it away, guys.
Damas!
our show is over. Thanks for coming on, and great.
Thank you. Thank you.
You guys going to do another song here before we go?
Yes.
What shows do you have? Any shows coming up? No shows coming up. Okay, so I guess if you want to hear more of Rebo, then you can get there.
A little something for the ladies.
A little something for the ladies. As well, if you want to be in our studio audience next week, please bring a can. We are sponsoring the food bank, so bring a can of food next week to get into the audience. Thanks. See ya. Here's Rebo.
Here's Tomahawk Chop Tomahawk.
If you have any questions or comments about this program, please call the Rogers Community 22 Viewer Response Line at 733-0022.
Every musician every artist has an ego the size of Pittsburgh. I mean, I'm convinced of that.
I have started working on an album, but it's not about Spy.
But it's not your show, it's the Tom Green Show. The Tom Green Show.
Describe the show for people who haven't seen it. What is it?
It's this. That's kind of probably a pretty good description of the show right there.
The band was called?
It was called Organized Run.
And it was a rap band?
It was a rap band from Ottawa. And that ended about 2 years ago.
Right, we're going to tell it how it is growing up in suburbia. Growing up in my neighborhood. Never doing no good. Maybe once or twice just like any other kid would. It's suburbia, but it's my lifestyle. Been on my pop's face and even his wife smile.
We played in New Jersey. We played in New York City and a couple clubs. And we played in Toronto a few times. Opened up for the Bare Naked Ladies a few times.
Have you ever swung bread before?
Oh.
Okay, 3, go!
So you're doing this TV show. How long have you been doing this?
What happened was at the end of last school year, two of my classmates actually came up to me and said, you know, we want to produce this show. Okay, sounds fun. And we threw a proposal in at Rogers, threw it together, and got accepted. So we ended up shooting segments all summer.
Please don't call me Meathead. My name is not Meathead. Please don't call me Meathead. My name is not Meathead.
Excuse me, pigeons. Pigeons, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, pigeons. Excuse me.
Excuse me, sir. Is Mr. Chrétien around?
I think he's gone to lunch with the vice president over 24 Sussex, so I think they're having a working lunch right now.
Okay, because we wanted to talk to him.
Well, I'm sure he'd be happy to say hello if he passed by, but I have a feeling he's gone to 24 Sussex.
I'm a fairy, I'm a fairy, I'm a fairy, I'm a fairy, I'm a fairy.
I want to be with you. It could be the same again. I didn't love her anyways. She was just a passing thing. It's you I want. You're the one I really love.
We go out on the street and do wacky things. Tape meat to her head and stuff like to my head. I always talk with we go out and tape meat to our heads because it just sounds so much better than I go out and tape meat to my head. It's much more comfortable to say it that way.
What are you doing out in the Byward Market?
That's so gross.
Are you shopping today?
Yes, I am.
What are you shopping for specifically?
Fruits and vegetables, thank God.
We wrote a proposal. We had the concepts of we'd go out in the street and we had some ideas in there of what we were doing. I'm not sure if Meatheads was specifically in there, which is a reoccurring character, but we had some sort of a rough outline of what the show would be like. And then I guess after we moved on to the second step and they were reviewing our proposal, they kind of asked, well, what would you be doing? And we, I think, came in and said, well, we'll tape meat to our head and we'll tape meat to our head. And,
okay, now, come on. You say this is you're sitting in a room with a bunch of guys in suits,
well,
and
actually,
you're saying, well, we're going to tape meat to our head.
Well, it wasn't a bunch of guys in suits. It was just Ray, and I've never seen Ray wear a suit.
Ray's over here. Ray doesn't have a suit. There he's over there. Can you get a shot of Ray? Yeah. That's him over there. Ray doesn't have a suit on. Okay, that's good.
And that's good. Trevor. That's Trevor right beside him.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, there's Trevor.
But Ray sort of...
Trevor, by the way, has your beard. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, it's new.
Yeah.
His is new, and I also shaved mine as well, so mine is now new.
Oh.
I shaved mine 2 weeks ago. The night we went out on the ENG shoot, I shaved it when I got home.
You did?
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't think it has anything to do with you, but I just sort of thought...
I was worried there for a second.
Yeah. Actually, Ray, you should all shoot some of this too, man. Yeah. So what are you guys doing tonight? Just walk? Wait, oh, yeah?
I'm going to see it in my face.
Oh, yeah? Where'd you get it? Come here.
No, see different
You plan on being up there long? Or?
Probably not too much longer.
Oh, what's going on?
The show's sort of not all just taping yourself to a post, though. I mean, we have some semi-serious interview segments in it as well. So,
I don't think I've seen one of those yet.
No. We try. Well, you're on tonight.
Yeah.
You know, that's going to be semi-serious.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a rundown. Let's quickly walk through the rundown right now. We cut a promo for the show that's 3.5 minutes long. VTR, please go through and check all the levels of your tapes beforehand. Make sure you leave everything on manual and adjust it as you go.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Then we come back and we're going to grab somebody to... Sorry, Tom. Can we try setting up the haircut? What do you think about just between your set and the band?
We'll sit down and we're pretty organized, believe it or not. I've never really been organized before in my life, but we're pretty organized now. We have our shows booked ahead, about 4 or 5 shows ahead, so we're not really under a crucial deadline where we need someone for next week, but rather we have to make sure we have a guest for 5 weeks ahead of time, so we throw ideas around of who we think would be good, and we go through the phone book and look for catchy sort of things.
Who do you have on the show tonight?
Ken Ruffern and Christine McDougall, who's twins. Going to talk about twins.
Twins?
Yeah. I'm getting a tan right now. This is called free tan.
Tom, I'm going to start speaking to the audience in about a minute.
Okay.
Okay. And do you want to come in, or do you want to come in before I start or after I start?
I'll go with you.
How's that, eh?
Okay, hey, my God, it's Tom Green in the flesh. Ah!
Hey, folks, how you doing? Welcome to the Tom Green Show. This is Tom Green. Let's give him a big hand.
Thanks for coming, everyone. This is great. So I guess we want to just do like that fake clapping stuff whenever we come out of the segment.
One, get it together.
going to very quickly go from 4 to 3, okay?
Put them on the front door and put them on top.
What's that?
I got a bunny around me.
Okay, you can speak a little louder, Jeanette. I can really hear you.
Dance with me, okay?
What? Sure.
What's going on now?
The win for Ken.
Right, Ken Rockburn's here. Ken Rockburn from Rockburn Company is here.
You're catching people really unawares a lot of the time. People go along with you in these things?
The camera being there really makes them go along a lot more. So, because doing this kind of thing, I would do this if I was out with my friends sometime, just for fun, you know. And the camera really does change it. It doesn't necessarily change it in a negative way, but it makes them realize, oh, okay, it's for a TV show. This guy's all right. It's the only show that would do that right now on television. There's not really anything like that. I mean, there's things that come close. There's things that sort of come close to that line, but sort of stay on this side of it. When we're taking the whole thing a little bit further, and it's something that, again, that's very visual, taping yourself to a post. It's not the funniest thing when you say, hey, I taped myself to a post. But
Could you help me out and run into the store there and buy me a Pepsi?
we're pretty surprised at the amount of people that have been watching. Just from, I mean, I don't know how many people have been watching. I have no idea. But from the amount of people that have been driving by beeping when we go out on our shoots now. We'd start out on our first shoot, people would come up and say, what's going on here? And no one would really look twice. But since lately, when we're out there with the camera, it's, you know, horns honking and people yelling, you're an idiot, stuff like that. Yeah.
A well-dressed middle-aged couple walked past a little while ago, and he turned to her and said, now that's a comment on society today.
What's that?
That's a comment on society today. He didn't say what that comment was.
Yeah. I don't think anyone knows what the comment is.